just start recording this now, is I want to shout out Jess and Shauna for both earning Emerald rank. I'm so excited for you guys. This is just super, super exciting for you, and especially for Shauna. I know that she's probably working right now because she works all the freaking time. But just obviously for you too, like, you just signed up and you just have been running with this fire, and even just being on the road and not really having stable Wi-Fi connection, you just still like showed up and you put in just the heart and the hustle every day, and it's showing in everything that you're being rewarded with. And I'm just super excited for you. And yeah, and Miranda, hey, like, we're really happy that you're here. Okay, so let me just read off a few as far as Success Club, where everybody is sitting at. I know we have a bunch of people on the board so far this month. Okay, so everybody looks like they're sitting still at Success Club at 2. Now, this was as of May 5th, so it hasn't updated since then, so like 3 days. So on the board with one life change so far this month, we have Katie Marchesi, Jenna Spangenberg, Jess Koblenz, Brindle, and myself. All right, so obviously it's still super early in the month, but remember too that next week we're going to start a new round of our coach sneak peek. So definitely be inviting people to that. I do really just want to quickly show you guys something that I was just seeing in Amy's team page. So Amy is like my coach. I'm going to be honest and say I normally don't do things like this because it's not really my style, okay? But I figured that I'm here to help people, and sometimes I have to like do what I don't necessarily want to do. Even when I was a trainer, I didn't always want to just put people through basic workouts, but I know that for some people, that's just where their fitness level is. So you have to meet people halfway. Even though I'm not here just to like run weight loss groups, I know that this is going to benefit a lot of people, and I have the opportunity to do that, so I got to do that. So consider posting this. This is Allie Zembal. You guys have seen her. She's actually running the Coach Sneak Peek with us. So she posted this this was yesterday. And she had a little link tree or woohoo form attached to it. So basically people can just fill out their goals, objections, things like that, which basically just cuts out the conversation in between so that they can just get straight to ordering their health and fitness program from you. And then you guys can just hop on the phone and get started from there. But what I really like that she did, and I kind of switched up to my own, but basically she just posted that she's looking for 20 people who want to lose weight, okay, with exercise being optional without counting calories. I'm going to be totally honest and say that I'm definitely still going to be talking about fitness because fitness is my jam, and it's so much more to me than just a weight loss thing. So I'm definitely still going to be talking about fitness. And yeah, so whatever. And the cool thing is that they are offering the challenge pack with Beachbody On Demand, 2B Mindset, and Shakeology, which is super exciting. Like, they're really getting like 40 videos where, if you guys think about this, an hour session with Alana is like $300. That's insane. The fact that we're getting all of these videos from her that are so much more than just here's what to eat, here's what to eat, and I'm not going to explain to you why. Like, she literally breaks down to what food groups are, and I think that's really cool. So add yourself to the coaching tribe. You guys can go through this post. Let me know if you want me to tag you in it, and you guys can like go through. Allie attaches her form. You can kind of copy it, make it your own, obviously. Remember, people aren't going to join just because it's a product. They're going to join because of how you talk about it, right? So that's all for now. So now let me hop back in and show this beautiful girl that is our guest speaker, and I'm freaking out, and you guys are going to seriously like be obsessed with her after this if you aren't already. Okay, so try to get my shit together. No, you're not Amanda Celine, so just give me a second. You're somewhere in here though. There you are. Yay! I have this posted somewhere and I can't find it, but how cute, first off, is this picture of you that you posted today? Like, I can't even. Oh my God, I was freaking out. I'm like, look at your thighs. Like, they're like thick. Oh my God, you look awesome. I can't wait to get back on 80-Day Obsession. So anyway, I'm going to stop like fangirling on you. But real quick, guys, Celine's been a coach for almost about a year. Okay, and what's super exciting about her is that she's 1-star diamond qualifying right now. Now, Celine, is that your boyfriend's account? Or is that Mackenzie? It's Mackenzie. Okay. So what's really, really cool about her 1-star diamond qualifying is that for a lot of coaches, that first diamond is typically your controlled business center. For a lot of people, it is your controlled business center. So basically, Miranda, what that means is when you sign up as a coach, my first 2 coaches were my mom and my boyfriend. And the reason being is I wanted to have 2 people in my downline, so in my business, that I could be in control of, to allow me to rank advance a little bit more quickly. I can only control what I do. And so basically what that means is I know that I can help as many people as I can possibly imagine. But I don't always know that my team is going to. And so because of that, it's nice to kind of have accounts that you can control. What's really cool for Celine, and she didn't even do that. She just had a rock star coach just pop out of not really pop out of nowhere. Mackenzie's like been around and been kicking ass and being super consistent, doing the daily things every day. And so that's what is now putting Celine into a 1-star diamond qualifying. So she'll hold that for 6 weeks just to be an active diamond. Everybody in her downline that has helped her earn that diamond rank. And Miranda, we go over all of this on Coach Basics on Thursday nights to hold that diamond rank. And then she'll be a shiny 1-star diamond. And then it just gets even more awesome as you go up from there. So, girlfriend, I'm just going to throw this into your lap. I'm so excited, and I'm going to shut now.
Okay, so hi. Thank you for the Thanks for calling me thick, because I like to be slim thickened, so thank you.
There you go.
But did you want me to talk about like challenge groups still and like stuff like that, or mindset, or like what?
I'd love it for you to I want you to briefly talk about your challenge groups, because I think that that's where you're getting a lot of your coaches. I think that you have you have good energy in your groups. And I think that right now our team runs one together just because we've been kind of like throwing ideas around. So I want them to know that it's not closed off. But can you talk about that for maybe like 8 to 10 minutes? Because I know that you can do that quick. And then kind of just whatever you're most passionate about. Honestly, I love your social media account. I think that what you do really well is show health and fitness, but your life. Honestly, if you want to walk through a power hour too, like what do you do every day?
Okay, cool. So to start with challenge groups, I know it's scary to do it on your own first. Like I ran my first challenge group by myself, because my coach, she had signed like 7 other coaches, and they were all going to run like a massive group together. And for some reason, like for me, I just thought about myself and like my tribe, like my type of personality, that's overwhelming to me. And so I wanted to kind of go run one by myself, even though I had no idea what I was doing. I literally just signed up and ran a group by myself, but I really just went based off of what my coach did in her group. Then over time, I made it my own, and now they've evolved because my first couple of challenge groups sucked. It's gonna suck because you don't really have your flow yet. You don't have your groove. You're kind of just piggybacking off of your coach and like what she did for you and what gave you a good experience. And then you take that and then you make it your own. So I know it's super scary, but my biggest piece of advice, even for those of you who are not on this call right now, don't piggyback for too long. Like if you want to piggyback your first month because you want to like feel like that comfortability and like run it together, cool. But go do it on your own, because I just had a girl who's literally been running them with me for like 3 months straight, one of my coaches. And now I made her like go run her own, because I have other coaches that like some of them will go on their own. Like Mackenzie was a runner. She went on her own. But some of them want to run that first one with me, which I don't mind. But then you have to spread your wings and fly, because if I let you piggyback for too long, you're going to get comfortable that way and you're never going to grow. So you've got to go and grow. And she even messaged me. She's like, no, I love it because it, makes me feel like I'm like the leader. And like, who doesn't want to feel like the leader? Like me and Mackenzie have that problem, because we're like, I want to be the leader. I want to be the leader, So it's like, you want to be the leader and you want your people to see you. Like that was the thing, is like, I didn't want to sign people up and then they saw like all of these other people. They're like, what's going on? And then they don't understand, because people don't really understand challenge groups to begin with. Like it's something that people don't really get. Like you get it because you've been in it and you run them, but people don't get it. So then when they see like all these other people, they're gonna be like, whoa, like what happened to my coach? Like, so that's just what I thought. That was my thought process. It was overwhelming. So I was like, I'm just gonna run my own. And like I said, the first couple of them, like they sucked and they were very boring. It was like, what was your workout today? Comment on this Darren Daily. And like, that was what my coach did. So that's what I did. Then over time, I found what worked, what people were interested in. Like they didn't really care about the Darren Dailies like I did. Like I love Darren Daily because that shifted my mindset. And I was still going to make some type of personal development post, but I started doing different things like motivational speeches, or like I have like podcasts on my Apple Music, and like I use that and they love it. They didn't like Darren Daily. I don't know, maybe he's too like and like scripted, because he can be. Maybe throw some Tony Robbins on that shit because he's like high energy too, or Gary Vee. But anyways, so my first couple of ones sucked, and that's okay. Like, you just have to find your group. Now what I do is I always have a theme to my challenge groups, and that's helped a lot because it gives you something to go off of, first of all, and it makes it more fun, and it gets people involved. So like right now, my challenge group is Mean Girls themed, which is so much fun, and it's so easy to go off of. I did one Friends. Me and Mackenzie ran a Friends one because we're obsessed with Friends, and that was like the best challenge group I ever ran, that I ever had, like the best ever. Like, I want to run another one. But that, like, find your jam. Like, if you like Harry Potter, if you like That 70s Show, if you like The Real World, or like those weird shows that I used to watch when I was a teenager, like, like you can like totally make a play on that and like just have that as your theme. So like for Friends, I can honestly share my screen and log into my Canva, but like it was like Monica's Motivational Monday, and it was like a picture of Monica. Or we did like Throwback Thursday, and I had the old pictures of like Rachel and Monica when she was like fat. I don't know if you guys watch Friends. I'm going into this as if you do, but and it was like fun because it's like go back and like I always make my posts. I run mine in the challenge app, so it's a little different because on Facebook, when I used to run them, I made it about like what was your workout and stuff like that. But now the challenge app takes care of the health and fitness part for me. You log your Shakeology, you log your workout. So I get to dive into my favorite, which is mindset and self-love and confidence and all that stuff. That's what I gear every single one of my daily posts about, is self-love, confidence, and like personal growth. So all of those, like for Throwback Thursday, let's say, like I, posted the picture of them to make it the theme. And then Throwback Thursday, and like I had them, I said something about like growing and becoming a different person and stepping into like who you are, all this stuff that like I would like say to someone about like growing up and becoming like better. And then they have a daily accountability every day. So they have like to check into that daily post every day. And it'll be like for the Throwback Thursday, for example, like I'll be like, go like post a picture of you from back then, like whenever it was, middle school, high school, wherever you were in your life, and think like how are you different today? Like what has changed? Like what has made you grow since then? And so then that makes them think, and they love it because it makes them really dig deep, and that's growth. That's like reflecting. That's having them appreciate what they like have come from. And so like people don't think to do that in their everyday lives. So yes, we're changing them health and fitness wise because we're giving them a workout program and we're giving them, nutritional health, but people need their mindset shifts more than any of that. If your mind is not in it to begin with, then like everything else is kind of like, I have to do this. And it doesn't all go hand in hand, like mind, body, spirit, So it's like, it has to all go together. And so that's why I focus really heavily on self-love, because people need self-love more than they need anything else on this earth, to be honest, and confidence. So that's what I like to go into. So that's how I do it every day. And to make it like where people want to engage, I have a point system. So I'll share that real quick because it's going to get confusing if I don't. So like right now, I'm going to pull up all of my stuff. Bear with me. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, cool. Where am I at? Okay.
Oh my God, that Fit is Fetch is so cute. Get out of here.
What is my life right now? Oh, no. What are you talking about? Obviously, I have no patience. I just clicked 47 times. Okay, so this is my challenge group right now. So it's Fit is Fetch because that goes with Mean Girls. So like I'll show you like today was Taco Tuesday. Let's see what I said. So yeah, and then I kind of like geared it towards nutrition. Like, yeah, like we can work out, but nutrition's 80% of our results, blah, blah, blah. Went into like how important nutrition is. And then I had them share their Taco Tuesday recipe. So that was like Taco Tuesday. And this is Karen saying, want to go get Taco Bell? So like just stuff like that. And then like yesterday's, let me see what it is. Gotta click on me. Oh no, my post. There we go. Fuck. Sorry.
Hey, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Okay, so to continue your group running that many days, like, do you just add on when like it says that your group is coming to an end?
Yeah. But the reason why I did that, which I like it and I kind of don't, like I'm going to start a fresh one because I'm doing round 2 of 80 Day Obsession, and that's where I'm going to kind of revamp it. The reason why I kept it just extend it is because it holds their stats. Like everybody was having to re-upload their weight and their measurements, which is okay, but then they don't get to really keep tracking their progress.
Okay.
What is my life right now, you guys? Do as I say. And I'm running this group with another coach right now too, one of my new coaches. So it's like we switch off days. So like she'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and I'll do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then we switch off again.
There you go.
And then I always do 7 for 7. Like you got to keep it interesting and fun because like you have to give them a reason to stay accountable. Like they already have a reason to stay accountable, but they need like extra reasons to stay accountable. So I do a couple different things. So I'm going to go to the 7 for 7 in a second. Okay. So like week 1 check-in, like I do stuff like this. Like on Sundays, I always have a check-in. And it's so easy to just gear it towards, like, I just found the picture of them on the phone, and I made this on Canva. I make all my graphics on Canva. You do have to go the extra mile, but it's fun for me. I like doing stuff like that. So, like this, it's just plastic, and this was about, like, we make things a bigger deal than they are. Like, we let things weigh on us that really shouldn't take up space in our mind, like, all that stuff. And, like, go back to a situation where you made a big deal out of something, blah, blah, blah. And, like, everyone just comments on it with their answers. And so the point system that I have, like, is right here. So some people participate, mostly like the new people every month will participate the most, and then some of the old people like just don't even care anymore.
That's how it
but they
happens,
still log. Yeah. So like it's up here. So for doing and logging their workout, they get 2 points. Doing and logging their Shakeology, they get 2 points. Commenting on the daily post, they get 2 points. So they can earn up to 6 points per day, and then it just totals at the end. And then we do stuff for bonus points, like I'll do like Flex Friday, like post your selfie, like flexing, and then like whatever, that'll be their daily post. And if you post on your social media, you'll get 5 bonus points. And you want them to post on their social media and tag you. They have to tag you so you can see it. And you want them to do that because that gets people's eyes on you. They're going to go follow you and be like, oh, like, what is she doing? And then, they're going to go based on that too. So this is the point system. It keeps them on track. If they want to win leggings, they want to win Nikes, they're going to fill this out. They're going to do what they have to do every day. Whoever has the most points at the end, I always double check it, obviously, to make sure that they're actually doing it. And then this is how they win, because it's not about who had the biggest transformation or who lost the most weight or what. It's about engagement and participation. So that's how I do that. So they have that, and then they have 7 for 7. So every Monday, I'll go in and I'll see who logged from Monday to Sunday, and then I'll put them on here. And I'll draw, like, their names. Like, I'll put their names in a raffle. And then I pick one, and they'll get like a packet of Energize or a cute headband or something like that. Like they'll get like a little prize. So that's what I do as far as like kind of keeping my challenge groups interesting. And like I said, I use Canva for literally everything. So I let me find the friends ones because those are real good. So I did like a Christmas themed one. Like every month, like I just switch up like the graphics really. Okay, so like National Treat Yourself Day, like what did you eat Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, like this is what I meant. So like it's super easy, like once you have your jam, like once you like Friends, I could do Friends every day for the rest of my life, it's easy. So if you just find something that you could really like dig into, like Mean Girls, there's so many like life lessons you can learn from Mean Girls, and like self-love and like confidence and stuff like that. And so that's why like I just take all the lessons from it, and it's fun because who doesn't love Mean Girls? So it's like easy to play off of it. So that's kind of how I keep my challenge groups interesting and keep it fun and engaging, because you have to switch it up every month, because I never start over. Like I don't just kick people out and then like only new people can join. Like everyone keeps joining. So you have to keep making it fun, because the old people are going to get tired. They're going to be like, I've seen this every single month. Like I'm over it. So you have to keep switching it up. So when you have a theme, it's easy to switch it up. And like it doesn't have to be like, if you're not feeling super inspirational, because I'm not super inspirational every day, like I'll go to Google self-love quotes, find one, and then play off of it. Like think about what that quote means to you and talk about it as if you were to explain it to someone who didn't get it, and then make an accountability out of it. Like, does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, that's challenge groups. What else did you say?
So real quick, can I actually ask you, would you mind if I had access just to peek that chart guide of how you're keeping track of their points and stuff?
No, I can
I'll probably tweak it a little bit, because I'm just going to give them 1 point instead of 2 points for all that shit, just to keep math as simple for me. But anyway, no, I love the idea of it, and I think it's so cool. I used to do that, and it was just, I did it for so long, then I decided I was going to switch it up, and then it's just been a while since I've been back to it. So it's exciting to hear that other people are using the app again are, just seeing results with it. So that's cool.
Yeah. I like the app. The only thing I didn't like about the app was going live, but I post videos in there too. And like, you have to show up. Like, that's the thing. Like, I got lost for a while just in the business, like you're so focused on your coaches and training new coaches and recruiting and all this stuff that it's like, I let my challenge group go on the back burner like 2 months ago. And it's like, I was checking in at the end of the night. No, you have to engage. Like, you have to be in that challenge group as if you're a challenger, because if you're not showing up, they're not going to show up. Like, they're watching you. They do everything that you do. Like, you set that expectation. So don't lose yourself worrying about all this other stuff, because it starts there. Like, your best coaches are going to come from a challenge group. Because you give them that amazing experience, and then you start to watch them and they do what you do. They post sweaty selfies. They like start posting all this stuff. They'll put their Energize on their Instagram story and you didn't even tell them to. Like, they're just watching what you're doing and they're doing it too. Like, people have FOMO. So when they join you, they're like, yeah, I have this Shakeology now too. Look at me. Like, woo! Like, they're excited. So then you like hit them with that, like, and if they're like actually engaging and participating, which always, like, most of my girls that onboard, they do. Some will ghost you, which is so weird. I don't understand, but they're just not ready. Like, sometimes like 3 times people have got a challenge back and just like fell off the map. And I'm like, hello, like, you just spent money on this. Like, I feel bad for your wallet. Like, what are you doing? So like, it happens. But anyways, not the point. What was I saying?
No, I was honestly just saying that to people the other day. I'm like, you're not going to be able to change everybody's life just because you're offering this to them. Like, I had somebody, like they have to put in the effort too. And it's just, I always say to people, like, I'm going to match your effort. Obviously in the beginning, I know that you're not self-motivated. That's the whole reason why you joined me. So I'm going to reach out, make sure that you're showing up and things like that. But there are just some people, they're few and far between, but they come along that, they'll order and literally disappear. They'll disappear. Yeah. And worse than that, it's like, you're going to do this and not even return this to get 100% of your money back by the end of the month. Like, what? It makes no sense to me at all. It makes no sense to me. I'm like, I know I'm awkward, but like, that's like a next level kind of awkward status that I don't get.
I like try to still show support. Like, I'll still like, hey girl, like, but I mean, really there's nothing you can do. Like, people have to be right. So it just is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying that put me on that tangent.
So I don't really either. But I think that we're kind of switching gears a little bit to be talking about, I would love to hear, honestly, how you do overcome objections. I know that's kind of like what I talked about in your call, but before you kind of do that, what I think that you're really great at, and I know a lot of the girls on our team watch your stories and follow you on social media, can you explain the importance of knowing when you're running a group so that you can start talking about it in your story, so that when you start posting, people know what the hell you're talking about. And then above all of that, when you send that really personal, private message, they're like, oh, they come to your page and it's like, well, she's talking all about it. Like, I totally understand what this is.
Yeah.
Explain how you connect all that.
Yeah, that's the domino effect. That's what I call it. You got to understand the domino effect, because if you're not posting, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense if you don't post. You can invite and you can do all the background work, but you're just, it's a random person in someone's inbox that is like, what are you doing and what are you talking about? Like, you've got to post. Share your journey first, always. Like, show up and share it. Like, that's proof of product. Showing up and doing it, yes, but sharing it is in the proof of product. I feel like people miss that. They think proof of product is just doing it. Great, share it, because nobody knows what you're doing, and no one like knows that you're actually doing it if you're not showing up and doing it on social media, or if you're not like in the public doing it anyway. And then they start to watch you. They start to they see you working out. They see you, like, I post clips. If you do follow me on Instagram, then like I post same thing every day. Really is like, I post my journal, my PD, and then I do like 3 moves for my workout, Energize. I'm always jamming out when I do my Energize, and then like whatever else in my day, my dogs, my whatever. But it's always the same, like, miracle morning, the same morning routine. They see it every single day, and it's not repetitive. People are so scared to be repetitive. They are clicking on you for a reason. Those same people are clicking on you over and over again because they want to see what you're doing. You're inspiring them, you're entertaining them, or they're weird. Who cares? But like, they want something that you have. Okay. So, you've got to do that stuff. Like, showing up and posting is number 1, because when you do pop up in someone's inbox and the last thing that they saw on your Facebook was a meme, they're going to be like, what are you even talking about? Like, what's a challenge group? First of all, people don't know what that is. So you've got to, and keep the same words. If you call it a challenge group, call it a challenge group. If you call it a boot camp, call it a boot camp. If you call it a fitness studio, call it a fitness studio. Because if you're saying all this shit, they think you're like, people join my challenge groups thinking it's my team. They don't get it. It's outside people looking in. They don't understand. They're like, yeah, like I want to join your team. And then I'm over here like, oh, you want to coach? And they're like, no, I want to like get fit. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like they don't get it. So you got to be posting about it because you have to make it make sense. So always know when you're going to run a group because you have to hype it up. Like that's all you've got to be talking about for like 2 weeks straight so that people just like drill it into their head because people have to hear something like 20 times for them to get it anyway. So when you're just talking about it and like share when people hop in, like make one of those like boards and like have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots open and fill them in as people sign up. And people have FOMO. They're like, oh, I better get a spot. Like I'm going to miss it. You know, they've been watching you for 2 weeks. Know when your challenge group is going to start so that you can hype it up and have enough time. Like I start my challenge groups on the first Monday of every month and the prep week comes the week before. So there's always a prep week. So it's 4 weeks long, but I start them on the starting date, day 1 is on the first Monday of the month. So I know like when I'm hyping it up until that point, because you want to make sure their order is in the week before because then they'll get all their stuff on time. Some people are stragglers and they'll come afterwards and it's like, okay, but I just let them know like, because I'm never going to tell anyone wait 4 weeks. Like I just let them know like, okay, you're not going to get your stuff till whenever, but I'll prep you one-on-one. I'll give you like, I'll set you up. Like I give them the container equivalents and stuff to use in the meantime. But know when you're going to start your challenge group so you can hype it up and share the shit out of it. Like after every post, put a call to action. Like maybe not every single one, but every other one. Like if you're posting a workout or a sweaty selfie from your workout, make sure there's a call to action. Like you're inspiring people, yes, but if they don't know that you have something for them to join, they don't know and they're not going to join. So always have that call to action. And then when you do pop up in their inbox, you're like, oh yeah, I seen that post that she was talking about. Or even more than that, when people like that post that you had a call to action, that's so easy to slide into their DMs and be like, thank you so much for showing me love on my post. Did you want some more information about my upcoming boot camp or were you just being awesome and supporting me? Boom. Like it gives you that open door to just slide right in their DMs and be like, ooh, I saw you liked my post, you know? So it's like, it's doing that without being creepy. It'd be like, you liked my post. Do you want to join me? Like,
Can I interrupt you super quick?
Yeah.
Can you give an example of like how you super simply like slide a little call to action in at the end? I was telling them like Haley Christian's really good at doing that. She literally does it almost every single day. And it's not weird. It's not salesy. It's not gross. You don't feel like, oh my God, stop talking. It's like she's doing it. I could join today, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like Mackenzie, if you guys don't follow my coach Mackenzie, she does a call to action after like everything too. And what you do is you just talk about what you're going to talk about that day. Like my workout post, I literally post a workout post every single day on Facebook. It's a sweaty selfie paired with a video of my workouts. And, you know, I'll talk about, like sometimes I switch it up because you don't want it to always be like fitness related. Like working out for me is mental. So I switch it off between mental and then strength because I'm like, wow, I've gotten really freaking strong over the last year. Like literally couldn't do push-ups and then now I can like bust out like 30. So it's like, I'll talk about stuff like that and like progress and, you know, like just showing up every single day and never stopping for an entire year, be here a year from now, like something like that. And then I'll tie it in at the end. You know, I'll talk about that, like showing up consistency is what it takes, blah, 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 all this stuff. If you ever need help falling into a routine, slide in my DMs. You know where to find me, something like that. Fill out the form below in the comments and I'll help you get started. Super simple. Like it's just, you don't have to think about it so much. Don't overthink it. Just let it flow. Like if you ever
you're talking to your best friend.
Yeah. Like literally that's the most important thing too, is don't try to be someone else. Like in the beginning, my coach is very different from me, my upline, and she's very like sweet and like soft spoken and like proper. And like, I'm not. So, I had to find that I had to have my own voice and like, when you read my posts, like now that you've actually heard me and you hear how I talk and you see my weird quirks, when you go read my post, you'll hear it. Like you'll hear my post with my voice. And people tell me that all the time. Like even when I just text my friends, like I heard that in your voice. And I'm like, yeah, because that's how I talk. Like I type how I talk. And let your personality come out in there. Like be you. Pretend you're talking to your best friend. And it's so much easier that way. Like don't think about it too much. Like just hit send. Like just hit post. Just hit send on your invites. Like don't overthink it. Because then when you do, like you're psyching yourself out and you're not doing anything good for yourself. Like you just got to let it flow in there. And then, you know, if this is like, you know, if you're brand new and you're still a little uncomfortable, send it to your coach. Send it to your coach and be like, does this sound good? And she's going to be honest. Like I'm honest with my coaches. I'll be like, like I would do this or I would say this. Like I would just shift like some words or sentences. But for the most part, like just be you. Like explain it like how you would explain it to your mom or your best friend or like something like that. And yeah, the transitions are super easy. You stick it right at the end. Like you literally leave the last sentence to like, if you ever need help, you know, getting into a routine, you know where to find me. Or if you want to come kick ass with me for another year, like I was talking about, like being here a year from now, like if you want to kick ass with me this year, like you know where to find me, or fill out the form in my bio, or my next boot camp, like that's the easiest. Like next virtual boot camp is starting on May 22nd. Slide in my DMs or fill out the form below if you want more information or something like that. Like super simple. And go look at people's, like you can go look at my post, you can go look at Mackenzie's post. She always has a call to action. And go look at those posts and like get that inspiration from it. Like see how they flow it and then just make it your own. And you just have to talk about your journey. Like that's another thing I was like, what do I have to post? Like, what am I supposed to post? And I would like go look at everyone's stuff and like try to post what they were posting, but like that's their journey. Like all you really have to do is share your journey, which means yes, go do the things, do all of the things, read your personal development. If you go to my page and you think I'm inspiring, I got it all from personal development. Like my coaches tell me all the time, like, oh, your posts are always so motivational and they're always so inspiring. Like, you read your personal development. That's what you do. Like, that's where I get it all from. Like, I didn't just become motivational or know how to think this way. Like, I had to learn how to think this way and like learn these concepts. And that shit's inspiring to people. Like, your best posts are going to come from your personal development because you pull those concepts out and those analogies that make so much sense. And you put it into your own words, or even like take the quote and break it down, like I do in my challenge group. Like, and you know, like just explain it to people how you interpret it, and then they're like, "Damn, like that makes so much sense." And people will comment, "Love this, needed this today," like stuff like that, because you're giving them more than just like, "Hey, I can help you with a workout program. Hey, I can help you with nutrition." Like you're gonna help them change their life. You're gonna help them change their mindset, because people watched me, people who knew me, like obviously cold market has to watch you a little longer, but people that went to my high school and stuff like that, like they watched me transition because they knew how I was and they see how I am now on social media. And I'm sharing like all of my growth, overcoming anxiety, overcoming depression, you know, just overcoming just like little obstacles in my life. Like I share it all and I'm vulnerable and it's hard. Sometimes it's like awkward because you're like, oh my God, are people going to judge me? But fuck it. Like your people are not going to judge you. Your people are going to get it and they're going to respect you and fall in love with you that you had the courage to step out of your comfort zone and say those things that spoke to them because they needed that and they're going to join you. Like I probably get the most people in my inbox when I like have mindset posts. And I always talk about how my challenge groups are not just about getting physical results, but more so mental and just becoming happy and emotionally healthy. Who doesn't want to be emotionally healthy? Like we all need emotional health. We all have anxiety in this world, some form or another. I'm just kidding.
What the hell is that?
Is it a dicer? What is that? A processor, a food processor.
Oh my God.
She's making her own like coleslaw.
Oh, there you go. Get down.
But yeah, what was I saying? I was like, as if you don't hear me talking. But yeah, the most people come in my inbox like when I have like a mindset post and like stuff like that, because that's inspiring. People don't think like that. People are not positive. People are not like happy. It's so sad to say, but like I was just talking to my friend about that the other day. Like imagine if there was more influencers in the world and people who wanted to be happy and promote happiness and like healthy lifestyles. Like Jesus, what a great world this would be, because there's so many miserable people who are unhappy, and when they see you every single day, no matter if it takes a year, 3 years, 5 years, they're going to see you every single day transforming your life and others. And they're going to be like, I need that. Like one of these days they're going to be like, I need that. And if they don't, like some people don't even join me for health reasons. They're like, I don't even care about getting fit. Like I want to be happy. I want to have your confidence. I want to love myself. And it's like, oh, yes, good. Get in here. Like that's my favorite, you know, like it all starts with that anyway. Like that's where it starts. So yeah.
To be honest, I kind of feel like, Jess, that was kind of the way with you. I feel like we talked about all these other things and I was like, oh wait, yeah. So like there's this like health and fitness like part to this. And so, yeah. So it was like funny because it was just kind of like we had so many other things in common. And like, I was like, wait, yeah. So I work out and this is kind of like what I do as a coach. So we should talk about that. But no, it was super awesome. And I think that I love so much how you said, I love that you did put in there that you have to learn how to think this way. And I think that so many people don't understand that. We're so paranoid that people are going to assume something about us before we ever post or talk to them or do anything. When reality, they're not thinking about you because they're too busy being paranoid, thinking about themselves and how self-conscious they are. They don't have time to be judging you. They really don't. And if we would all just get out of our own heads and realize that we each have something uniquely awesome to offer, like, just like you said, Celine, like if we had more, people out here influencing and trying to spread positivity, this would be such an awesome world. Until then, that's what we're here for.
You have to remember that you're not that important.
Right.
As harsh as that sounds, you are not that important. And like I said, people who judge you, like I was scared of people judging me at first, but those people that I thought were judging me, loved me under the radar. Like I'll hear through the grapevine that so-and-so said oh, did you see, and it's like, oh shit, I was scared that this girl was going to make fun of me. And here she is thinking I'm the shit. And it's cool. I'm telling you, we get in our own head about it. You are inspiring. You are doing something. You're different. You're different. Because everyone else is taking retarded ass mimicking, or what is it called? Lip singing to songs in their car, and they're all like this and doing just weird shit. You're not doing that. You are talking about how to make the world a better place. You are different. They are basic. That's how I think of it. Is that really
straight?
I love
that.
If you're gonna judge me for what I'm doing, you're basic. Go sing some more songs in your car, and flip your hair around 80 times. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I'm doing something positive. We're impacting lives. Our job is the best job ever because we get to be healthy for us first, and then we get to help the world be healthy. That's amazing to me. And I can't think of anything better that anyone else is doing, so I don't let it bother me. But I know it's easy to get in your head, and I wasn't always this confident. I was very in my head at the beginning until, when you start to get out of your head and you make yourself, just get over it, press send, press post and all that stuff, and then you start to get that positive feedback, that kind of builds your confidence. And like I said, go back to you. Change your life. Because when you're feeling healthy and you're feeling happy and you're feeling confident and your personal development is changing your mindset, you don't care about that stuff anymore because your mindset is so focused on how can I grow? How can I be better? I am becoming the most positive person ever. I'm having this whole mental shift. And when you start to really have that shift, you don't care about that stuff anymore. It doesn't even come to your mind. You're not worried about it. You're just worried about being better and helping other people get better. And that starts to build your confidence. And another thing I do, I don't know why I just thought of this randomly with promoting challenge groups and stuff like that, is I share every little thing that my challengers text me, any victories. If somebody posted something super awesome in the challenge group, or there was an accountability post that day that was what have you, sometimes I'll do it what has this challenge group done for you so far? Something like that, so I could use it as credibility, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I will literally take what they say and I'll put it on my Instagram stories. Or if somebody texts me, how they're feeling or that they've had all this success, weight loss, whatever it is, any little thing, I swear to God, anything, I will post it on my Instagram stories. And if they send me a before and after and they're comfortable with me posting it on social media, I will. Because that lets those people who have been on the edge or who keep watching you and hear you talking about this challenge group, people are getting results. And I share all of it. I share weight loss. I share mental transformations, weight gain, every single thing. Because there's so many people out there. People think this is just for weight loss or this is just for, this and that. And it's then they see all these different people getting all different types of results. And that's what I think too. You think you can't relate to people because for me, I didn't have a huge weight loss transformation. I had 5 pounds to lose and then I toned up and I gained muscle. A lot of people can't relate to that. And I still get to help them and they still trust me because I show up through other people's results. I allow my other challengers results and even people from your team. If you don't have any challengers right now, go to the team page and ask people to post their before and afters and they will. And you can have so many different types. I went in Team Boom the other day or the other week and asked for weight gain pictures because I was trying to speak to this one girl about how she can gain weight. I gained weight doing 80-day obsession. I literally gained. I never posted my before and afters, but I'm going to when I promote my round 2 of 80-day obsession. But I gained weight. My legs got bigger. I got bigger. And so people think oh, this is just to lose weight. But then again, on the other hand, people lost weight on 80-day obsession. So it's what are your goals? So you handle those objections through your posts and stuff like that too. Not only within one-on-one, but in your posts. And talking about the things that people, I know that's what you said too, handling mm-hmm. objections. Talking about what people tell you. Go on a post and do that. If you have a freaking nurse in your challenge group right now, I have a nurse in my challenge group who's killing it. And it's I need to make a post and be I don't have time. I don't have this. I don't have that. This girl is absolutely killing it, blowing me away. Just when I thought I didn't have enough time, Like, don't even like try to point at people because they'll get mad at you. But make it about you, but they still read it and they know, like, damn, I made that excuse too. Like, you know? So it's like, just when I thought, like me, Celine, just when I thought like I didn't have enough time, here I see, you know, one of my girls rocking this freaking, like, you know, just go into it and like battle that objection publicly. Because then you kind of like kill two birds with one stone anyway, because you're like fighting those excuses before they even come, or you're fighting those excuses that are probably in your inbox. Like, so it's just, that's how you can battle them like publicly. And then what do you mean, like, as far as like objections, like when people tell me that they tell me no?
I guess just like, I mean, I guess you basically kind of tied into it anyway. I think that it is basically what it comes down to is reading a shit ton of personal development, obviously number one. I think that when you just,
it's so overlooked. Like, you guys, I don't know if you guys read personal development. Please tell me you are. You too.
Yes, yes, okay. You are.
Cool.
Well, because I just became a coach like yesterday, so we're getting into that whole thing.
Well, then great. Like, this was perfect timing. Like, don't skip personal development. I swear to God, it's the most important thing ever. Like, I swear on everything. Like, what changed my business, what changed my life is personal development. Like, I won't, like, there's nothing else. Like, it starts there because your mindset has to shift. Whether it's personally or professionally, it has to shift. You're going to be a leader, right? Have you ever been a leader before? Have you ever, like, led a team? Oh, you have? Okay, cool. I never did. I had to learn that. So just like I had to learn to think like a positive person and like to be happy and like unmiserable and like overcome anxiety, all those things, I had to learn how to be a leader. I had to learn how to get organized, like, you know, just things like that. So like reading like books about that, it just changes you. Like, I swear it changes you. It's number one. And people think it's a suggestion. Like, no, it's not. It's a vital for a reason. And I thought it was a suggestion too. Like, I didn't read personal development for like, I read it the first month because that's what my coach told me to do. And then I kind of fell off of it for a while, and for like another month, and I was like, oh my God, like I need to read personal development again. And once I started, it was like, I've stuck with it ever since, because it changes everything.
It's crazy, like how much it really does though. And I love to sort of what you're saying about it, like that the more confident that you do become, and tie that into conjunction with the fact that you are reading personal development. Every personal development book, they're going to compare the person reading that book, the type of person that's going to read that book versus the type of people that aren't. Okay. And basically just show you like, what is the difference? And I think what's so cool about it is that you can just share with people. Like, I'm learning how this is all happening. So I get why you're saying you don't have time. I get why you aren't responding to me. I get why you need to watch me for a while because whatever's happened in the past, or, you know, you've had a bad experience or whatever it might be. Like, you can start to see that it's deeper than I don't have money and I don't have time. Right? And when you have that confidence, you can simply just keep showing up to them every single day in your posts, in your stories, things like that. And then you're basically just going to like, you're chipping away at just their doubt. That's all. That's an insecurity, straight up just their doubt. And like every day that you show up, it's just chipping away at that until that trust is built. And it doesn't matter, even if they still have the objection, they're doing it anyway. That's the difference between like you guys and other people in the world, is that despite the fear, despite whatever misconceptions you had about network marketing, you decided to do it anyway. And you decided to decide for yourself if it was what everybody else has said it is. Because you remember that you're not like everybody else. You're you. It's not that does this work. It's, are you going to make it work?
Yeah. That's my favorite. Like, when people are like, this doesn't work for me, I'm like, you're not working for it. Because just like with health and fitness, like both of them, the business and health and fitness, like, you have to actually press play on your workout. You have to actually drink your Shakeology. You have to actually eat healthy to get results. So in this business, you actually have to do the vital behaviors. You actually have to do like the background work, inviting, all of that stuff, showing up for yourself. You have to do those things for it to work. So there's no way that it doesn't work. And I like literally am living proof, because I'm like, was telling Ryan, like when I hit 1-star qualifying, I was like, this is insane. I made a post about it. Like, you can go find it on my page. It was like, don't quit before the miracle happens. Because people don't allow themselves to get there. So they're all about, it's fake. I didn't make $1 million in 3 days, so it's fake. Like, great. Where are you going to go and make $1 million in 3 days? Like, but what's crazy is that, I mean, I've only been doing this for a year, and I'm a full-time coach, you know, and I already matched like what I was making at my full-time job. So it's like a year. In a year at that full-time job that I left, I got a 10-cent raise. What the fuck is that? Like, I would rather do this for 3 years and end up, you know, like making 6 figures, even if it takes me 3 years. It's not going to take me 3 years, but even if it does take me 3 years, I would rather wait that 3 years and make 6 figures than continue another 3 years at where I was working and have 30 cents more. Like, what? No. So, like, don't quit before the miracle happens. Like, you have to allow yourself to get there. Let yourself build that momentum. Be here a year from now. Be here a year from today. Like, you've got to just start, get the ball rolling. Don't be afraid. The biggest mistake you'll make is wasting time. Like, you're going to dip your feet in and, you know, you're going to dabble and you're going to see like responses. I don't care if you get 2 likes on your post, keep posting. I would get like 2 likes on my videos and I was just like, well, I'm going to keep posting. Because if you see, you'll see like 200 views, 300 views, and 2 likes. But those are 300 people that watched it. They just didn't say anything. And people come out of the woodworks all the time. They'll never like your posts. They'll never say anything on your comments, but they'll fill out your form or they'll pop up in your DMs. Like, they'll come in your messages and like you won't even see them coming. It's just like, whoa. And people may have to watch you for a while. Like, people are joining me now that have been watching me for a year that I invited back in February of last year. And they just have to. They have to build that trust. But if you keep changing and you keep getting transformations mentally, physically too, they're going to see that. They're going to see it happen. Share your other, like your team's results, share people's results. They're going to keep watching you and they're going to trust you. Like, they're going to trust you as long as you show up every day. If you show up one day and then don't show up for 3 days and then come back up and like then disappear for 2 weeks, like they're going to be like, what? Like, I have a coach that does that and she doesn't understand why she's not seeing success. And it's like, I have to keep drilling this into her. Like, you can't disappear. People are not, like, people have their own excuses. They need you to like not have excuses. You know what I mean? Like, when you're showing up and your hashtag no excuses, like that's me every day. You'll see probably in every post of mine, hashtag no excuses, because it's like, you are the exception. And they're like, damn, if she can do that, she's going to motivate me to do that. She's going to help me do that. But if you're disappearing for a week or 2 weeks, you're doing what they're doing. How are you different? You've got to be different because they're already that way. They want to be like you. They want to have that drive that you have. So you've got to be different. You've got to be the one showing up and don't disappear. Like, stay on it. And like, sometimes I only get around to like 1 post a day and I kind of beat myself up a little bit about it, but I'm like, hey, I showed up. Like, I'm still here. You'll get in your head as a coach too, you know, in the business. And you're like, I'm not doing enough. You are.
And I honestly, I was just telling them about like the posting and stuff too. I think that it does get to a point, like if you are super consistent with your stories every day, you're showing up, you are talking to people, you're engaging on their page, you're scrolling through their stories, you're commenting on their posts and things like that. I think more or less you can get away with 1 post a day after you've been a coach for a year. After you've been a coach for a year. I think that leading up to your 1 year as a coach, it has to be minimum 2 posts a day.
Yeah,
I was posting 3 to 4 times. And remember, people aren't seeing your stuff. And more than that, you're not sharing your most motivational story and join me in every single one of your posts. So every day, if one person's going to, that girl is going to come to your page, the girl that could potentially kill it and crush your team and crush this business, she's going to go to that first post. And if it's just like a quote with a selfie, she might totally miss the whole point about what you're doing. You know, that's why it's so important that don't think that you've said your thing too many times. You need to keep sharing it all the time.
That's true. And I know you're a brand new coach, so that's not like repetition. Like, I was scared of being too repetitive or always posting a call to action but that's your life. That is what you're doing right now. Like, this is what's changing your life. And like, this is what you're doing right now. So you're going to share the crap out of it. And you don't have to be overbearing where it's like every single post is like, join my challenges. You got to switch it up. Like, make it about you one day and then let them know, like, here to help whenever you need me. Like, that's not even like a bold call to action. That's not saying like challenge group starting whatever day, but maybe in between, like, call to action. Then the next day or the next post is here to help. Like, you know, here to help always, something like that. Cause then they know like, oh, she's here to help. Like, I can message her. Or something like that, but keep showing up in different ways. Like, and how I did it when I first started as a coach, like, God, how embarrassing. My like year posts are starting up, you know, cause 1 year from now, a year ago from today. And it was like, I was literally like, so in the mornings it was like workout posts and, you know, like a whole, like, that's where I really dig into like my jam because like people are on in the morning and they see my workout posts and that's where I like go in depth with like a challenge group. Then like just throughout the day, because people aren't really on their phones anyway, so you don't want to have like a bomb ass post. That's me. Like, that's how I think. At like 2 PM, I feel like no one's really on their phone or like maybe they're working. So I did like a personal development, or I shared like my snack, my yogurt and berries or something like that. And that was just adding value, like saying what it was and what was in it and like how it's nutritional. And then you could put like 1 green, 1 red, 1 yellow. People don't know what that means and they're going to ask. Like things like that, like they don't get it. So that's what I was doing. I was just switching off between like a workout post, a personal development post, and then a recipe post. And I was just doing, I was just keeping it simple and like rotating through that. And now I switch off between challenge groups and the business. don't wait too long to start posting about the business. I know it's uncomfortable because you're like, well, like, what am I going to say? Like, I've been a coach for like an hour. And, you know, like, you don't think that, like, that's one of my biggest regrets too, is waiting so long. Like, my coach never really posted about the business opportunity, so I didn't post about the business opportunity. I didn't really know how, and I didn't feel comfortable. So that's like my biggest regret, was waiting too long, because you could talk about this side hustle. Like, if this is your side hustle right now, and like, it doesn't even have to be too wordy where you have to invite them to your team or something like that, but plant those seeds. Like, you know, like, just got home from whatever, about to hop on my side hustle and change some lives, holler at me. Something like that, like, super simple. Look at this side hustle. What is that? Like, you're changing lives. Like, and it's so simple and to the point. You didn't even have to put that much thought into it, because sometimes I didn't have a lot of time to post. Like, I have to think about when I wasn't full time. Like, I didn't have a lot of time to post. And that's what I would do. Just keep it short and sweet. Or like, one day, I don't know, like, when I first started, I literally was obsessed with Beachbody. Like, I was obsessed with my journey, obsessed with coaching. Like, I just was obsessed. So like, I literally lived, slept, and breathed like Beachbody. So like, when I was in the shower or something, or like laying down in bed, like, it would just run through my mind. And sometimes I would like have like good thoughts. I'm like, oh. So I'd go in my notes and I would write all that stuff down and use it as a post later on.
That's
so
such a good tip. I love that.
Yeah, like, that's what I would do. Like, whenever I had, or somebody said something and it made me think about like whatever, then I would put it in my notes and I would go back to it and make a post out of it. Yeah, so that's what I did in the beginning. But don't wait too long to start talking about the coaching opportunity. That's like a big regret that I had. Like, I would definitely like get on that, because you don't even have to talk about money yet, because you're not going to be making money like in your first, you know, couple of like weeks and stuff like that, in months. But what you talk about is like the community, or like what you're, you know, like what you're doing that's changing your life and how you're impacting others' lives. Like, that's what I started to talk about when I first started talking about it. Then I kind of rippled it into like paying for my car insurance, and wow, like, this side hustle, I'm out here changing lives, and I'm getting to pay my ridiculously expensive car insurance because I'm under 25. So that shit's like through the roof. And you know how many people are under 25 and their shit's through the roof? Like, they're going to be like, whoa, I need to pay my car insurance. So you want to hit, like, meet people where they're at. You don't have to. I thought it was all in my head. Like, I got to be like Haley Christian making 6 figures to talk about that. No. Like, do you know how many people want to pay their cell phone bill? Do you know how many people want to freaking get a mani-pedi and not regret it? Like, I get my nails done now, and I never did before because I didn't have money. And like, now I go every 3 weeks. Like, what? Where am I? So it's like, stuff like that. Like, people want to treat themselves and not feel guilty that they're breaking their bank. So it's like, meet people where they are. Like, when you get your first paycheck, what is that going to pay for? Share it. And it doesn't have to be like super salesy. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, I got this paycheck and like, this is what I'm doing. Like, no, just like, wow, like, all from impacting my own life and then sharing that passion with someone else. Like, I'm able to go do this. Like, how rewarding is that? Like, when in my life did I ever think I'd have an opportunity to do that? Mind blowing. And then move on. Like, you know, and that's just like, those are little seeds that you'll be planting in people's heads. That way, when you do make a call to action as a coach, or like invite to your coach sneak peek, they'll be like, oh, like, I remember what she said about, you know, paying her car insurance, and like, I can't even make rent this month. And it's going to hit them. Like, just meet people where they're at. You don't have to have $1 million to share about the coach opportunity. I regret waiting as long as I did. Like, it probably took me like 8 months to start sharing about the opportunity on my like social media. Like, I invited my challengers and stuff like that, but blasting it on social media, it took a long time.
Well, and I think too that what's so important about it is that people are going to relate more to you being able to pay a cell phone bill than they are to you being able to buy like a beach mansion.
Yeah.
Right? So like, they need to know that this didn't happen overnight, and they need to see the little things that you paid for. And then, transformations, it really is just, how are you growing? So like, being the person that didn't get her nails and, you know, toes done before, and now you do. And I think that's really important for people to see, that like, they just want to trust you. They're interested. Yeah. Who wouldn't be interested in being their own boss? I literally like looked at Ben this morning and like, so I had to go nanny this morning, and I had to like leave the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God. And I get there, and so whatever, I come home and it's 8 o'clock by the time I got home in the morning. And I'm like looking at Ben, I'm like, I'm tired, but like, how fucking cool is it that at 27, I get to just like hang out all the time, all day. Like, yes, I hustle, but like, I don't ever feel like this is work, because I'm just so obsessed with it. And I think that it really just comes from not just doing the things that you have to do every day to like move your business forward. It's really just being on your journey. Like, she literally said it yesterday on the National Makeup Call. Like, when she stopped worrying so much about running the best challenge groups and doing this and doing that and whatever, it was just be so focused on your own journey that naturally You want to run challenge groups. Naturally, your confidence is high, and you're looking great. So you want to post pictures about it and show people. And then they just start not reaching out, but they start watching. And then because they're watching, your confidence is high. You combine that with a message, and voila, right? But I do want to just reiterate too that like people are not going to reach out to you guys. Okay. They are going to watch you. They are interested, but they're just not going to reach out. It takes confidence and balls to reach out. Okay. It really does. Like even sometimes telling somebody they have something on their t-shirt is awkward, let alone reaching out and being like, yeah, I don't like my life. That's really hard to say to somebody that they don't know. And they don't know if you're just like that other person that went to their high school that signed up for this and then quit 2 weeks later. And so they don't want to open up to you when they don't even know who you are. So the more that you can just get really, really raw and share it every single day and not be afraid. Did I say this too much? Because to that one person that's living that story every single day, you saying it every other day isn't a lot. Okay. And you're saying it in 15-second segments in your Instagram stories. They're thinking about it all day long. Okay. So let them know that they're not alone. Celine, this was effing awesome. I know we have to hop off for Team Boom's call, but you're amazing. Miranda, real quick, do you want to ask her any questions since you're on here? This is kind of, exciting for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, literally anything. Like, you don't even have to be, I don't know. I was scared to speak on my first call. So, like, don't.
Yeah, no, I had a couple of questions. One was, what app were you talking about that you were using with your challenge groups?
My challenge tracker app. So that's like the Beachbody like challenge group app. Gotcha. I know a lot of coaches run it on Facebook, and I did too in the beginning. But like I said, I really like the app because it handles everything for you. At first on Facebook groups, you didn't get to schedule posts. That was the first reason I switched over. Now you can schedule posts on Facebook groups, so it saves you time. So you're not doing it in the morning. But I just like it because it takes care of the health and fitness aspect, and then you get to on all the good stuff, like personal development and stuff like that.
Thank you. Another question that I had was, you said that you regret not posting about the business sooner. Yeah, I was looking for that word. Do you have like a recommendation of like when you wish you would have started for like newer coaches and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I would after like did you already go through a challenge group?
Literally, no. She signed up out of a coach sneak peek. She's friends with Jess from high school. So no, she literally just signed up yesterday. We have our first call tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to like hit the ground running. I want to be a running coach.
So a lot of these we will cover, but like anything that you have right now, and then if she's like, I don't know what Celine just said, I can like give more detail of.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I personally would say like right after your challenge group, like when you become a coach, like, like, because I don't know how you do it, Emily, but does she go through a challenge group first?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like once you have that experience, and you're going to be on a high, like you are going to be on a high. Like I remember like stepping out of my first challenge group, and I was just like that's what made me want to coach. I'm like, this like literally changed my entire existence, and I need to have everyone feel the way that I feel right now. And like that's when you start talking about it, like because you're gonna let everyone know that you're a coach anyway, that you're gonna start helping them. And then to talk about the business, I would say like just whenever, like when, like all the time, like whatever's happening. Like I don't know if you explain Success Starter or anything, any little benchmark that you hit in your business, blow it up. Like you don't have to say exactly what it is, and Emily will teach you how to fluff that so you create that curiosity marketing. But blow it up. Like people don't even know what that is. Like when I won the cruise or earned the cruise, like they don't know what it is, but I blew it the fuck up because they're like, I want to go on a cruise. Like blow it up. Like, earning my free ticket to Summit last year in New Orleans. Like I'm going to New Orleans for the free. Like they want that. So it's like they're excited. Like blow everything up. Like those are the little things. Like you don't have to talk about money. Talk about what this business is doing for you. Every time I get a free gift in the mail, I'm on my Instagram stories like, you get gifts every month for hitting Success Club. Like you earn something. So I'm like, oh, my Bluetooth speaker I just earned for helping people. Like, woo, my company's the best. You get recognized at your job. Neither did I. Like, so like stuff like that. Like those are little things about the business. It doesn't have to just be money. Like there's so much other stuff about the business that you can start talking about until you get there and you're hitting these awesome like benchmarks and earning an amazing income and like stuff like that, or even like a little bit of income. Like I said, meet people where they are. Your first paycheck, whatever it's going to pay for, like share that freedom that you just received and what you're working towards. Like I publicly blasted my goals. Like I can't wait to like go full time, and I publicly blasted that stuff because not only to hold myself accountable, but when it happened, people are like, damn, she said she was going to do that and she did it. Like So it's like, yeah, like, you know, just over here working my way to 6 figures. And then when I'm making 6 figures, I get to like say that. It's just going to feel so amazing. Like,
Pretty much. Yeah. Like even just talk to him about the accountability. Honestly, a lot of people like don't understand that and first off, more than that, a lot of people, they're complaining about getting started healthy or getting started like in a workout program. Gym memberships are expensive. They don't have the money to like meal plan or get like a food delivery service or whatever it might be. With this, they're getting like everything literally in one box. And the best thing as a coach, they get a discount. So they get to like not only like make a little side extra money, they get to get healthy and fit. And then, or I guess even for you, I can just say that kind of like in that aspect, that for you, all that stuff is happening. So just share that where you are right now. And of course, one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow is like your coach announcement post. So like letting the world know that you're a coach. And so from there, everything will just kind of fall into place. I really just, depending on my mood, to be honest, like you, I signed up as a coach with a challenge pack. I had never tried the product. I had never been in a challenge group. I didn't know anything about anything. Okay. So for me, I attract people like you, like Jess, that just signed up on the spot. So you just have to like talk about that. Talk about that you saw this as all these other things, and then the benefit was you get to get healthy and fit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love seeing like like, oh my God, it just like brings you back to when you started and you were just like, ugh. Like it makes me so like excited. Like I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. And like that's like when you were talking about real quick, Emily, when you were saying that like you never feel like it's work. I feel like you do have to hustle and you do things that you don't always like want to do. But what's cool about this is like it just keeps changing. Like when you go to the same 9 to 5 every day, you do the same shit every day. Like this, it's different. You're focused on you, then you're focused on your challengers, and then when you start growing a team, like it just keeps going and evolving, and it just gets so fun, and it just keeps like getting better and better, and like you don't do the same shit every day anymore. Like it's so cool.
I was just in that event today. I was like, I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm just like there's so many times I'm like, oh, this is taking too long. Oh, I'm never going to get where I want to go, whatever. But like today I woke up and I have like, I'm like celebrating that I literally almost have 10 emeralds in my downline, Celine. And it was like the craziest moment. I was like thinking the other day, I couldn't find one coach to sign up a parent. Literally like 2 to 3 months ago, I couldn't find one person that even understood the idea of a controlled business center. And all of a sudden, I'll be straight up honest, I wasn't reading any personal development. I looked at it and I'm just like, this is so stupid that I'm not doing this. And Miranda, that's exactly why when we were on our call yesterday, I'm like, if there's one thing I'm going to say, it's personal development. My confidence right now, I'm just like, I just don't care. Like help all the people.
That's where it starts, because that shift in you, like it doesn't even, you're not reading personal development to send a better invite. You're not reading personal development to run a better challenge group. You're reading personal development to change you. And when you change you, everything changes, because you bring that energy and that positivity and that fire to everything you touch. So when you're talking to people, it comes off into them. When you're in your challenge group, you're spitting fire. When you're talking to people about the coaching opportunity, like it's all like, and they hear that confidence, and if you're like, I run these challenges, they're gonna be like, what? Like, no, but when I like am like this, like it gets people excited because I feel like this, and that comes from your personal development. Like it does.
Exactly. And I like blast music very loudly when I'm working and setting messages.
Yeah.
Have to. Yeah. Okay, girl, this was awesome. Can I actually ask you one little favor? This is going to be really corny. Can you take a picture of the 3 of us right now? Can you text it to me, because Ben's using my phone right now and I can't go get it.
Let me get that off.
All right. Yeah, do your thing.
Okay. Or not.
That's what their pop socket's for.
Right? Okay. Okay, cool.
Yay. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Miranda, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoyed it.
I know, so excited.
Thank you guys so much.
Awesome, guys. I'll have a good night, and Miranda, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Bye.